Hello, friend. Welcome. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Let's pull you a message, okay? Let's see what guidance and wisdom comes through for you today. Divine Creator, messages for my friend. Messages from my friend, please. Anything else? Oh, just two. We have resilience with the desert, okay? You may be finding yourself in the wilderness, in a dry space, right? The wilderness is an interesting place. There's purpose in the wilderness. This is why you're being told to have resilience, okay? There's something that the divine is trying to get out of you in this wilderness, okay? You are being given exactly what you need when you need it. No more, no less, but what you need at this time. There's always an end to the wilderness, okay? Once the manifestation has happened, once the change has happened, once the epiphany has happened, whatever it is that's trying to come out of you during this wilderness time, once that is shown or seen or embraced, the wilderness ends, okay? You see yourself in a dry, desolate place, but it's a very fruitful place, believe it or not, the desert, very fruitful. It's interesting, I say fruit. The vegetation is not what you expect or what you would be interested in eating, okay, as an example, but there is vegetable fruit matter in the desert that you can sustain yourself with, okay? You have wisdom and you have joy, okay? You're being taught something. There's something that you are learning while you're in this wilderness time of your life, okay? Just like this acorn. Out of one acorn, a huge tree is created, all right? Something really very, very small. Building wisdom takes time, right? The wilderness can take time, but there's wisdom in this seeding period, let's just say. And you have the hummingbird with joy, right? Wow. Going from a dry, desolate place, right? Going from the beginning of something, right? The beginning of wisdom to joy. Wisdom brings joy. Underneath resilience, you had the sun and the moon with union. Now, this is very interesting. We just had the total solar eclipse on the 12th of August, and we're going to have it'll be partial, but a lunar eclipse on the 27th, I believe. And there's the moon here. There's something here about timing, okay? One, your time in the wilderness will end. It could actually end during this lunar eclipse that we're going to have at the end of the month, okay? There's also here a message about coming together, right? Coming together in self, right? Male, female within self, but some union coming together, okay? You could be seeking wisdom about a union. A union that's been in a very dry, desolate place. There's records, and then there's home. something here about keeping records. Every tear that you've shed, everything that you have put towards a union in your life, a situation in your life, a working situation, friend, romantic, all that you've put into it, the divine has recorded and has seen everything that has been done. Okay? All that you've put towards building a home has been seen. Okay. We'll see if that has to play, because there's an end to something here. Okay, let's see. Messages from my friend, please. Creator, what other messages? We have Judgment at the bottom of the deck here in the tarot. We have the Devil, the Five of Cups, the Two of Cups. There's your union, the King of Cups, the Eight of Cups. And one fell. Give me 1 second here. All right, and the Tower, which actually came out in the pre-shuffle. Seven of Wands. Okay, I'm going to take records. And home. Okay. So, yes, my friend, it looks like there's been a tower moment, okay, in some form of relationship here, okay? It could be work, it could be marriage, partnership, friendship, okay? There's an ending here, okay? Or an ending that you see, an ending that has come across, but there's definitely an understanding that something is ending here, okay, with the Two of Cups, the Tower, the Union, and Death, okay? There's the King of Cups here with the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups. Male or female, water sign or not, yeah, either you have left a situation or someone has left you with the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups. But believe it or not, the most important card that I see in all of this, yes, there's been an ending. Yes, you've put in work, right? You've been resilient in this dryness, right? This wilderness, not knowing about the situation. The wilderness is about either not knowing what's going to happen in this partnership. Now that this partnership is ended, what do I do next? Okay, wanting wisdom about why it ended, right? I'm going to put the Moon down here. Okay. The most important card here, believe it or not, is the Devil. Why is that? Okay. What does the Devil represent? It represents something that has held you back, right? Either this be some kind of addiction, bondage, temptation, something that's kept you limited and from you becoming what you need to be for yourself, for your life purpose and mission, okay? Like I said, the divine has seen everything that has transpired and has called judgment, okay? on this particular situation, right? I'm looking at this tarot. There's the eye of the divine. There's two people here on separate paths, all right? There's judgment being called on this, right? I feel that for you, this may have already passed, you know, this separation, or it's in the middle of it, and you're trying to understand why. I've done so much for the union, for the home. I've tried to take care of everything that I could, all right? Why has all this happened, right? This situation, if you see it or not, has held you back. I feel that you have seen it. You understand that it has held you back. Okay. Let's see, there's a message here. Okay. This message is your wisdom message, okay? It's explaining to you why this is ending or has ended, okay? So you're being told to stay resistant, stay resilient, really, okay? Relentless, right? Stay strong during this process, okay? There is purpose behind the pain, right? Joy will come. All has been recorded on this situation. The divine knows everything that has happened to you, to the home, within the home, all right? It's meant to be taken out of your life, right? This is or was a toxic situation that you've tried to keep together for whatever your reasonings, okay? We have the Seven of Wands, protecting yourself. You're being protected, okay? The moon is speaking to me about timing. So we have a full moon, lunar eclipse. We kind of talked about that earlier in the message. The full moon is about releasing. There's a major release that's going to happen by this full moon lunar eclipse. It's actually in Pisces. It's in a water sign, okay? Some message is going to come to you either through a person or through the divine to give you what you need to continue to move forward, all right? You have the Magician here. It's time, and the Wheel of Fortune. And the World. Wow. Okay, yeah. And the Three of Wands. All these cards, and there's the Moon again. Interesting. Okay, and the Lovers. All these cards talk about manifesting a new beginning. This is your time to begin something new, right? With this acorn. Start small and it will build, all right? This is an end of a cycle. What do you want to come towards you, all right? The seeds that you plant will come forth in due time, all right? There's the Moon again. I know there's a lot of unknowns because you've been in the wilderness because of the situation, but the full moon lunar eclipse that will happen towards the end of the month is going to give you some wisdom. It's going to give you some understanding, all right? You have the Lovers here, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Wands. There's a little side message here. This individual, male or female, water sign or not, they just weren't invested in the partnership. Again, romantic, friend, work. They weren't vested in it. Yeah. They were trying to create, I'm going to use that word, in other situations, okay? Not just in the one that you were in. But again, with that said, this is your time to begin again. After this wilderness, right? Once this full moon lunar eclipse happens, there's a new beginning with this acorn energy. Okay? There's this new beginning for you. Let's see what else comes out. What else does my friend need to know at this time? More messages, please. Anything else? We have at the bottom of the deck, how can I know myself as absolute? B, right? And actually, I'm going to take these. What is ready for action? Dive. How does the situation look and feel from a different view? Okay. You have the Star for hope. How can I go higher with climb? As am I flowing through metamorphosis? Swim. Okay. There's a lot here, but I'll unpack it. You'll know when it's time to move towards something new in your life. What is ready for action? Dive. You'll know when it's time to dive into either a new job, a new situation, this is really about a new perspective, about a new life, okay? There's this, like I said, you're in this wilderness time, okay? This is needed work, all right? When the wilderness period is over, that's when action is needed, okay? How does the situation look and feel from a different perspective? There's something about you reviewing the records. Like I said, the divine knows everything that's happened in this partnership. Again, friend, romantic, work, okay? You're giving, you are given time to evaluate the records, right? From a different viewpoint, all right? How can I go higher? Climb. How do you move from this, right? How can I become better out of this situation? And then, am I flowing through metamorphosis? You are. This is change. You may not feel that it's change. It may not feel like this is a good thing, but this is major transformation and change, okay? And you're being told to just be in it, right? Learn from it, absorb it, feel it, experience it, ask the hard questions, shed what no longer works for you. How can I know myself as bigger than any fear, right? Shed an old skin so you can soar. Am I ready to be seen? Is it time to be seen, right? There's something here about you being hidden in the wilderness right now for a purpose, right? You will have a time to soar. You have the Star for hope, and you have the Moon 3 times. So either you are a Pisces or the Moon is very significant. Again, we have a full moon, lunar eclipse. It's partial towards the end of the month. There's something transformative, something you're going to hear, okay, that's going to help you get through this period, okay? You may feel in limbo. You may not understand why. There's a lot of questions, right? The Moon talks about the unknowns, what you don't know. I feel that you'll receive the answers that you need by the end of the month, okay? All right, friend. That's all I have for you at this time. Thank you very much. If this message has helped or given you any advice helpful, please like and subscribe. All right, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.